Welcome! Today I'm going to show you our newest model of POS, the POSIFLEX XT-3815. So it comes with Windows 10 Enterprise, 4GB of onboard RAM, 64-bit operating system, and inbuilt cable management to keep the POS looking amazing all year round. The little monitor you can see at the moment on the back of the main display is the customer-facing screen and will move as you adjust the touchscreen. Now that you have a bit of information on the POS PC itself, let's go through how to get it powered when it's on your bench. So the only two cables the POS needs to power on and be on the network is the power cable, the black cable you can see currently, and the network cable you can see currently. Please note, most network cables are blue and not red like the one we use in our test benches. So once you've found or plugged in your cables, get easy access to the back of the unit and we'll go through how to use cable management. So the back cable management panel slides out if you just pull on it. It's not tight, so this can be done gently. Then on the main stand to the screen there is a back panel connected by a tab on either side of the stand. Lift the tabs to allow greater access to the plugs that will run through the center pole. This needs to be done as the plugs themselves won't fit through without doing this, even though the cable fits through without a problem. Feed the cables through as far as you can go to give yourself plenty of slack on the other end. We do this so it's easy to plug into the ports on the point of sale that are underneath the screen. Once you have got the cables through, you can close the back of the stand and put the cable cover back on. The cable cover slides in with very little resistance. Just make sure you don't have a cable coming out the side, but instead through the main hole in the back cover. Once you have the cables plugged in, you can gently tug at them from the back of the point of sale to tighten them so it looks a little bit neater. We do recommend leaving a little bit of slack, as during use with any touchscreen the cables jiggle a little, and if one comes loose, easy access to the bottom of the screen makes for easier troubleshooting down the road. So the power cable for this unit is the one you can currently see on screen. I've popped up a nice convenient image for it. To make sure those prongs don't bend, you'll see that the flat side on that image needs to go towards the bottom of the screen. You'll see me line this up at the back of the screen in a second here. And we just need to be careful that those pins line up with the port on the point of sale screen. Once you have the power in, you'll notice the POSIFLEX brand name on the screen will appear in green. This means the point of sale has power, but it's in standby mode. From here, you want to go to the panel on the left hand side of the screen if you're facing the screen, and press the power button. This will turn the POS on and change the logo from green to blue. From here, the POS will turn on and boot into Windows. So that covers how to get it turned on and how to do cable management and get the network connected. But what about peripherals? So peripherals are things like your POS scanner, POS printer, scale, so on. So this unit typically gets sold with an 800i data logic scanner. If you're not sure what that is, in the top right is a link to our POS scanner troubleshooting video, and it will be sold with a TMT82II receipt printer. So those are the standard ones, but how do we plug them in? Well, it's the same process as the power and the network cable. You just run it through the cable management in the back of the unit, up through the stand, opening up the back of the stand if it's needed, and plugging it into the port in the touchscreen. Depending on what sort of unit you're using and what cables it uses, depends on which port you'll have to plug it into, but we'll cover that in peripheral videos. Alternatively, if you need to test a device or troubleshoot it and you need to maybe move it between one lane and another, you can always plug it directly into the bottom of the screen and just leave the cable management for after, once you've confirmed what you're testing. Once the POS is turned on and on the network and you have all your peripherals in, you'll need to contact Independent Solutions or your point of sale provider to get the software installed on the point of sale. Depending on the type of install will determine on how long this takes, although I do have a time lapse here showing you how long it took me to set this specific unit up. And here's the end result. We can turn the point of sale on, it boots into Windows, we can open up our point of sale software and log into it, we have our peripheral, in this case an 800i scanner, and we're now good to start trading. If you like this video and would like to see more, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of our future videos. Thanks for watching.